This is the final contest of the evening.
Main event time. Now, Terry Funk has accepted the challenge of Kevin Steen.
I was just going to ask you, does that mean, was that Terry Funk accepting?
And here's Kevin Steen right now. Hope he's proud of himself. He essentially has goaded. How old is Terry? Terry Funk's got to be almost 70. That said, we just saw him from the Double Cross Ranch. He is accepted.
Yeah.
Is the New York State Athletic Commission actually going to sanction that?
I would hope not, but there's some pretty good odds of it. I've seen weirder. This is professional wrestling.
So at our next show at the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame in Gloversville, New York, Kevin Steen. Just a remarkable individual, to say the least. He will have a confrontation, I guess a match possibly with Terry Funk, and that will be in Gloversville. Order your tickets at store.2cwwrestling.com. Tell us what you think about Terry Funk and Kevin Steen possibly actually having a match.
Right.
Hashtag IM2CW.
It's one you're not going to want to miss.
No. Terry Funk's been here before. He nearly won the 2CW Heavyweight Championship.
Right.
We've got competitor 1 here, and now it's time for competitor number 2 here in our main event tonight at Living on the Edge 8 Watertown. There you go. Look at the shades on Colin Delaney right
blazer.
now. We're getting the close-up right now on the shades. Has John Hennigan just won a new fan?
This is probably the best I've looked, I think.
I guess tonight he would be the Saturday Night Delight.
It's going to be weird to call this match through some crosses and...
It is deafening right now, and let's send it down to Bob Foley for the introductions.
Introducing first, he hails from Maryville, Quebec. He weighs in at 265 pounds.
That's Maryville, Quebec, Canada, by the way.
From Maryville, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 265 pounds, he is Mr. Wrestling, Kevin Steen. His opponent tonight weighs in at 219 pounds. He's from the Palace of Wisdom. This is John Hennigan.
Hot and heavy, this one's starting.
It is deafening here right now in Watertown. Over 1,100 fans have jammed in here to this building. They've been treated to a whale of a show tonight, and we get a flying chuck before the bell even sounded.
I think I just saw a woman burst into tears from catching John Hennigan's t-shirt. That may or may not actually be true.
But no tears on getting the shades.
No, but that was pretty nice. I'm keeping these. I'm going to sneak these into my pocket right now when he's not looking. He's busy wrestling. These are coming home with me.
So we've got John Hennigan and Kevin Steen in the main event here. Joe Strawberry's your referee for this match. And it started in the ring for just a moment, and now on the outside, Kevin Steen, Mr. Wrestling. It brings me great pride to say the former 2CW heavyweight champion. He lost his title last night to Isis Effects.
Yep.
Last year at Living on the Edge, he stole the championship. Literally, he kicked Brody Lee below the belt after Brody Lee, in a surprise, won the 2CW heavyweight championship. And then Steen took the belt back with him to Quebec.
That's right. Shout out to Brody Lee, who is watching here. He's watching this. I know he is.
Steen and Hennigan right in front of us in the Saturday Night Delight into the ring post. Hey, wait a second.
Those were mine.
He just stole your shades.
Give those back.
Kevin Steen,
thank you.
Stealing the shades.
And a kick for his troubles. I think he wasn't wearing those shades.
Almost kind of a parkour kick right there, using the ring post.
Yeah, he would have broke my brand new shades I just got. I would have been.
You've got those back though.
Very unhappy. They're Prada. I am keeping these.
Again, this is 2CW's Living on the Edge. We're here in Watertown, New York. Our main event tonight, John Hennigan and Kevin Steen. We've already seen Steen once here tonight, interfering in Spike Dudley's no-holds-barred match with Masada.
Yes. And
it was Steen's package pile driver that put Spike down for the eventual 1-2-3 for Masada.
Someone's a Steen guy.
There must be a zoo enthusiast out in the crowd. So Steen now is stalking John Hennigan. Steen, quite the reputation.
Yeah, I mean, I like chicks, but if you're a Steen guy, I mean, that's cool too.
Reversal on the Irish whip, and Steen into the guardrail from John Hennigan. First time we're seeing these two one-on-one here in 2CW.
First time we're seeing these two one-on-one ever, anywhere. Period. Paragraph.
And you're watching it for free.
For free. Live. This is happening right now.
The only place you're going to see it's in 2CW Wrestling, John Hennigan and Kevin Steen.
John Hennigan won half of last year's Independent Match of the Year with Sami Callihan. Impressive match. If you haven't seen it, where have you been?
You can watch it for free on the 2CW website at 2CWWrestling.com. Leg drop from John Morrison. Beautiful offense right there. He's trained in a lot of different disciplines, and he could bring out a kick, a leap, a parkour jump. Last night in Rome, he did a moonsault off the hockey boards at Kennedy Arena in Rome, New York. He is legitimately probably the most athletic person I've ever stepped in the ring with. He's crazy athletic. Right now, the hammerlock on Kevin Steen, the big man trying to fight out of it. Steen, the former 2CW champion. We've seen John Hennigan a couple of different times. You mentioned that match with Sami Callihan last year. The two did it again last night, a wild brawl. We had a hockey goalie pad, a parking cone. What didn't we have in that thing? Better question. Easier answer. Guardrail as well, and now Kevin Steen tied up almost at an STF right here from John Hennigan. He had the legs tied up, and Steen fighting his way out of it. Steen bite him? I think he may have bit him on the finger. Steen will resort to anything. You never know what you're going to get with Kevin Steen. Yeah, I mean, you'll get anything. So I guess you do kind of know what you're going to get. Anything. I think he might want to go to the ER after the night's over, make sure he didn't catch anything after the bite from Steen. Expect anything with that guy. Moonlight drive out of nowhere, the rolling neck breaker cover. Wow, Kevin Steen kicked out. It is a little early in this thing. Yeah, very early to try and score with the Moonlight drive. Maybe a little later that Moonlight drive would have stuck, but right now we're still early in this thing, so Steen kicks out at 2. Hennigan really got the former champ on the ropes, though. But if you're Kevin Steen right now, I think what you want to do is probably take the legs out of John Hennigan. That'll take out, I'd say, 95% of his offense. Sure, it'll take 95% out of most people's offense. Just try to ground him here, but Hennigan showing he can go punch for punch with Kevin Steen. Wow, driving the shoulder into the back. Steen all tied up. Man, he really does have Steen in a bad way. That'll tie your back up and not Steen right now on spaghetti legs rolling around the ropes. If the ropes weren't there, he would not be on his feet. Hennigan looking for the vertical suplex possibly in the middle of the ring here. This is your main event at 2CW's Living on the Edge 8 in Watertown, live for your viewing pleasure. Slips behind, Steen off the ropes. Hennigan's got caught. F5 in the middle of the ring by Kevin Steen. He follows up the cover and a hook of the leg. It's another one. That F5 maybe later in the match would have sealed it, but a little early for that. Neither guy, I don't think, worn down enough for either one to score a quick one. Steen, the master of the Steenalizer as well as the package pile driver. Both have won him numerous matches all over the globe. Yes. He's won championships just about in every promotion he's been in. He did win the 2CW Heavyweight Championship after holding it hostage. Yep. That said, the only reason he didn't win it in the first place is because he invited Brody Lee into a three-way match that became a four-way at Living on the Edge last year. Then after Brody used Kevin Steen's package pile driver to defeat Slick Wagner Brown to become the new 2CW champion, Steen essentially lost it. That said, Steen 1 second could be laughing and joking, making fun of someone. The next minute he'll turn around and stab you right in the eye. That's the type of person he is. Absolutely. A chameleon, if you will. But hey, it's why he's been the champ. It's why he was the champ so long, and why he's been the champ in a lot of places. I think he was pointing at me. Yeah. Steen hits the senton right in the middle of the ring, using all of that. I believe it was 265-pound mass to drop down on top of John Hennigan.
Yeah, did that senton for me, by the way. He pointed. He might have done it for you. He pointed this direction. I mean, it could have been either of us.
Could have been the official timekeeper as well.
Probably me, yeah.
He could have been checking on the time.
Right, but probably me. Most likely me.
So Kevin Steen, the former 2CW heavyweight champion, right now in control of John Hennigan, who is undefeated in his 2CW career. That said, both matches against Sammy Callahan. Keep in mind, earlier tonight, Sammy Callahan defeating Stronger Than Death Matt Hardy. It wasn't clean, but he still earned the win, and that's how it's going to go down in the record book.
Does that even hurt when you have 84 abs? I guess so. Apparently, it
84?
must. How many? Can you count them? Yeah, there's
more than Cheech.
More than Cheech. You hear that, Cheech? More than you.
Somewhere in the back, someone probably just threw a female shake weight.
Got him up?
Yeah.
Working those abs.
Right there, yeah. That's not going to feel good. Steen again follows right up. Colin, how important is that you hit the big move, you follow right up, you go for the hook of the leg rather than either jaw-jacking with the crowd or taking a second. How could that score him a win as if he maybe just kind of lackadaisically went for the cover?
In the ropes. I mean, it's very important. This isn't Steen's first rodeo. I mean, you said Morrison is undefeated here. Steen's not undefeated, but his record is pretty good. I mean, that loss to ISIS was, I mean,
one of the few that he's had in 2CW.
Yeah, one of the very few.
In fact, only two. Now that I think quickly, he lost in that four-way Living on the Edge last year. And Hennigan hits the corner hard, and then he lost last night against ISIS, and that's it. Most recently, he had a whale of a title match last month at 2CW Gets Lucky against Michael Elgin.
Yeah, 2CW Gets Lucky. Someone go buy that. Somebody who's listening and watching this right now, go buy that.
Stored on 2CWWrestling.com. The show headlined by Colin Delaney.
And Matt Hardy, yes, sir.
That show in Ithaca, New York last month. Of course, next month we're going to be at the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame. Already announced, I guess. It's going to be Kevin Steen and Terry Funk.
Doing something.
In a match, a fight. What's to say, but we'll find out when the legend from the Double Cross Ranch in Texas joins us next month. Fans chanting something. They've been hot all throughout the evening. This crowd has been fantastic.
Evening. Yes, absolutely. I mean, it is getting late. They've seen a lot of wrestling, but they are still just as hot as when we first walked in this place.
Steen now with the abdominal stretch. Mugging for the camera here. Thought he might be thinking of going to the Steve Corino bag of tricks with the abdominal stretch as well as something else.
Being a person who has gone from having no abs to kind of having abs, the abdominal stretch actually does hurt more when you have abs. Little known fact.
Good to know. I did not know that. Now I do. Expert color commentary from Colin Delaney.
Yes.
By the way, thanks for coming out to join us tonight.
Hey.
We certainly do appreciate it, and I'm sure the fans at home do as well.
Anytime I got to fill in for Jimmy Jam, I can. Miss you, Jimmy Jam. I know you're watching.
So Hennigan still caught the abdominal stretch. It's been for about a good 30 seconds here.
Working his way out. Wow, a clothesline for his trouble, though.
Vicious kind of Japanese-style clothesline right there from Kevin Steen.
Basket in those lights.
And the fans giving him an earful as well. He's gone from being a sort of fan favorite to not so much.
Yeah.
Which doesn't surprise me. He doesn't really have a glowing personality for those that maybe kind of...
Hello!
Wow.
You want to talk about John Morrison's athleticism? Steen is actually deceptively athletic.
Exactly. You look at Kevin Steen, you see a big guy. That said...
Moonsault.
Yeah.
He can do more, too. I mean, I'm not saying he's going to bust it out tonight, but I'm not saying he's not. We've seen a lot tonight. Nothing, at this point, absolutely nothing would surprise me.
Just a little while ago, we saw absolute mayhem in the ring as Isis Effects retained his 2CW Heavyweight Championship over Jason Axe in a very violent and bloody ladder match.
Violent? I don't even know if violent's really the word. I think we have to create a new word for what that was. That's what that was. New word.
Also tonight, the 2CW Tag Team Champions First Class retained their titles as well, winning an over-the-top Battle Royal. And right now we've got Kevin Steen and John Hennigan, the main event here at Living on the Edge 8 in Watertown. Hennigan fighting back, scoring with elbows here. Now a straight right hand and more for Mr. Wrestling Kevin Steen. Steen comes back with a knee to the midsection and right back to the abdominal stretch on John Hennigan. And look at that mugging for the... I think I'm going to throw up in my mouth again.
That's a theme tonight.
Yeah.
That abdominal stretch may not win Kevin Steen the match, but it's definitely doing its damage and working down John Hennigan.
Hennigan trying to fight out of it, and Kevin Steen just punching on the abs and the kidney right there. Hennigan's very resourceful, though.
Yes. Got kicked, he doesn't care. He's going to mow down Kevin Steen with some clotheslines. And a nice leg lariat. He's back.
And the crowd is back as well. Listen to that roar here in Watertown. Over 1,100 strong live in attendance. And there's the shooting star.
That could be it. No. Only 2.
Remember, Hennigan hit Moonlight Drive earlier in the match.
Yes.
And now he's calling to maybe fly here. If he hits one big move, that might do it. Kevin Steen looks a little winded. That size might be playing a factor against him, as the bigger guy is going to get winded a little bit easier. And he knows what's coming. He rolls right out of the ring.
That's smart. That's very smart by Steen. Can't get pinned on the floor.
And Steen's saying that's it.
Yes, wrestle smart,
Steen's
not hard.
That's it. He just walked right by us here.
He's out of here.
He's heading to the back. Steen's walking away here. We got a camera right behind them. John Hennigan's not going to let Kevin Steen away that easily.
No, absolutely not. These people pay to see a finish to this one.
Kevin Steen trying to get away here.
You at home are getting for free a finish to this one. John Hennigan's going to make sure of it.
So we've got John Hennigan and Kevin Steen brawling in the entryway here at 2CW's Living on the Edge. Great camera work bringing this action right into your home here in Hennigan, into the bleachers. Oh my goodness! Frankensteiner on the entranceway.
Mayhem is coming off! Flips off of the stage! Hennigan is leaving it all out there!
Good Lord! The Saturday Night Delight bringing the fans to their feet here in Watertown. You're watching it live here at 2CW Wrestling for free on LiveSportsVideo.com.
For free!
Hennigan trying to move in for the kill, and he scores with a tilt-a-whirl DDT.
Landed on the top of his head. This could be it.
2 999 1/1000ths right there. Joe Strawberry, excellent job. He let those two battle in the entryway. No count there. He's going to have a lot of latitude. The fans did not come here to see a count out or a disqualification. Again, John Hennigan and Kevin Steen for the first time ever in 2CW. You're watching it here at 2CW Wrestling's Living on the Edge in Watertown. Kevin Steen looks like he's almost out on his feet. And John Hennigan looking to move in for the kill right now.
I mean, you keep saying first time ever in 2CW. This is first time ever, anywhere.
Exactly. Also, our first time on live internet video, our first internet video webcast.
A lot of firsts going on here, a lot of firsts.
And now Hennigan and Steen are up in the lights right now here at the Watertown Arena, very close to that lighting rig that's hung over the ring. Steen!
Fisherman's suplex off the second. That could be it. Crowd's loving it.
And Hennigan kicks out after being dropped on the top of his head. The leg trap fisherman suplex right there.
And Kevin Steen wondering what he's going to have to do to put away Hennigan.
Much like earlier tonight when we saw Isis Effects and Jason Axe battle for the 2CW Heavyweight Championship.
The crowd is very appreciative, you can tell.
Exactly, this is awesome. From the fans here in Watertown, and yes, indeed, this has been an awesome night.
Yes, feel free to chant that in your living room right now. If you're at home, join in.
Even if you're watching on maybe a mobile device or on your laptop from somewhere, you're not at home.
Wherever you are, chant it.
Exactly. Hennigan was up the fireman's carry, but he elbows his way out of it. Now we've got to get a fist fight in the middle of the ring.
We've seen a lot of fist fights tonight, let's be honest.
Yes, yes, indeed we have. Just a battle of haymakers right now, and Steen ends that going low with a knee to the midsection.
Yep.
It's about this time right now in a Moonlight Drive, a Starship Paint or a package pile driver could be the end of the match. These two have been going at it for some time. We've seen Morrison jump off the entryway, leaping onto Steen. We saw a flying chuck to start the match that nearly took Kevin Steen's head off. And these two have nearly emptied their arsenals here.
Is there something we haven't seen tonight? Anything? Anybody? I don't think so.
Steen misses with a clothesline. Morrison off the ropes. Connects with the Enziguri on the springboard.
There's that kick he's known for. 1, 2. Oh!
Steen barely out the back door right there. Hennigan thought he had him.
Barely is right.
And you can see Hennigan from our commentary position, his eyes kind of in a fury almost, thinking, I thought I had this match won. What do I have to do to pin Kevin Steen's shoulders to the mat for a 1, 2, 3?
I've seen that look from both of them.
And now Hennigan feeding off the crowd here in Watertown. It has been terrific tonight.
In case you can't hear it, they're chanting, we are 2CW. I'm 2CW, I know it.
Hashtag 2CW trending worldwide, #1 tonight on Twitter. Hennigan up. Oh!
Wow! Like I said,
low blow.
Dirty.
This might do it. He's got him up. Package pile driver by Steen.
1, 2, it's got to be it. Get out of here.
Hennigan kicks out of the package pile driver.
Kicked out of the package pile driver. Those are words you almost never hear together. Kicked out of the package pile driver?
And look at Kevin Steen's face. We saw it for just a moment. Just utter shock and disbelief out of Kevin Steen. It started with a low blow by Steen. And
wow.
then the package pile driver.
I think I'm just as speechless as Steen right now. What's he going to have to do?
Getting a wild look in his eyes, and Kevin Steen's going to the outside. We've already seen a moonsault from Mr. Wrestling tonight.
He's heading up.
Hennigan's still on the mat. He's wiggling, but he's not really trying to get up here. Steen is on the top.
Catches some knees. In the back for his trouble.
The swanton bomb gets the knees from John Hennigan, who's now bought himself some time here.
He's going to need a little bit of time after that package pile driver. I mean, it didn't put him away, but it definitely took his toll. I don't know. I mean, he kicked out, but I don't know if he's going to be able to recover from it.
And again, Steen getting frustrated with himself, a look of anger on his face, and you see John Morrison kind of clutching at his shoulder, and Steen misses the cannonball charge. Shining Wizard.
Knee, ran him down.
This might be all here. Hennigan going to the turnbuckles. Could we see it?
They rushed him.
Starship
Count
Pain.
Oh! Is that a 2? Did he say 2?
I think he said 2.
No.
Strawberry's got 2 fingers up. You can see him. Kevin Steen kicked out of Starship Pain from John Morrison. And this match continues.
We have seen a lot of close 2 counts tonight. I don't think we have seen a 2 count closer than that. I don't. We're gonna go for your roll. 1, 2.
He's got the fronts, and Hennigan kicks out. Steen blocks the Shining Wizard. Hennigan injured himself there on the attempt. Steen's got him tied up.
This got to be it. He's out.
He reverses out of it. Side Russian leg sweep. Hennigan back to the turnbuckles. A second. Starship Pain connects.
It's got to be it. Count it. 1, 2. Oh, she wrote. What a match. What a night.
John Hennigan with a second Starship Pain in a row defeats Kevin Steen. Hennigan survived the package pile driver and then got out of a second attempt. And what a night here in Watertown. 2CW fans, we have been living on the edge all night. And what a night here in Watertown. Colin Delaney, certainly one I don't think I'm ever going to forget.
Absolutely not. And I hope none of you at home are going to forget.
What a night it was. John Hennigan closes out by defeating Kevin Steen here on the main event. We saw Isis Effects win an absolute bloodbath against Jason Axe to retain his 2CW championship. First Class retained its tag team titles in a tag team battle royal. Spike Dudley and Masada in a Falls Count Anywhere no-holds-barred match. And so that is going to do it here for us in Watertown.
Thank
you very much for joining us. Have a pleasant evening, and you've been Living on the Edge here on Live Sports Video.
Got something to say.
I don't feel like I have to say anything. I think you guys are saying exactly what I'm thinking right now. We are 2C Dub.
We are 2C Dub. We are 2C Dub. We are 2C Dub. We are 2C Dub. We are 2C Dub.
For the ladies and gentlemen in attendance today, and the millions watching around the world on free IPTV, this is 2CW. We're here, we're not going anywhere. I have to give it up to everybody who left it all out here in the ring tonight. To my opponent, trending worldwide. Trending worldwide. Trending worldwide. Trending worldwide. Trending worldwide. And no, I did not wrestle trending worldwide tonight. I wrestled Kevin Steen.
Yeah!
He is one big, tough SOB.
Yeah!
From the bottom of my heart. He's over at his gimmick table right now, but I know it's this thing, Kevin. I respect you, and I urge everybody here tonight that passes by him on the way out to shake his hand and say, "That was goddamn excellent, Kevin. Tell me an 8x10. One more. We are 2C Dub.